Before you watch this, let me share with you something important. This is the only video you need. Everything you've been searching for, every question that's been lingering in your mind about your struggles and your true power is right here, waiting for you. I can tell you from my own experience, there was a time when I felt lost, as if the challenges I faced were insurmountable. But I found out that those very struggles were the key to awakening a strength within me that I never knew I had. This is not just information, it's a revelation that can change your life. You may have felt defeated by the world's idea of success. Maybe financial failure or personal hardship has made you question your worth. But hear me clearly. What the world calls failure is actually proof that you are chosen. Chosen to break free from the illusions that keep so many trapped in mediocrity. Chosen ones like you and me face the hardest challenges because they are meant to unlock the greatest strengths within us. So I ask you, are you ready to turn your battles into your greatest strength? To claim the life you were destined to live? Your awakening begins now. Don't wait. Take the first step today. Key Insight 1. Financial struggles as a sign of spiritual strength. Picture this, a bold truth crashing through the noise. What if your spiritual gift is the very spark behind your bank account's roller coaster? It's a wild idea, right? Yet there's a powerful connection humming beneath the surface that most never catch. You're about to uncover why being chosen so often means staring down money troubles. Stop and think. Have you ever felt that electric pull toward a bigger purpose, only to watch your finances stall out? That's no fluke. It's a blazing sign you're on a path most can't even see. The world hammers home that material success is king, but what if your financial struggles are secretly forging you for a destiny that'll leave jaws on the floor? Here's the real deal. Money isn't just bills or digits, it's energy, a living current. And if you're chosen, you're wired to feel this energy, like a live wire in a storm. While others scramble for dollars, you're locked into a force so potent, it rewrites the game. This gift? It's a double-edged sword. Sure, it can make piling up cash feel like climbing a greased pole. Imagine having a lens that pierces through the everyday grind to reveal what's beyond. Thrilling, isn't it? But it also means the usual roadmap to success doesn't quite fit your stride. You're running on a wavelength all on your own, and sometimes your wallet pays the price. But brace yourself, because here's the bombshell that flips it all upside down. Those financial struggles aren't a slap in the face. They're a roaring signal you're being primed for something massive. The universe isn't out to crush you. It's testing your grit, building your strength, and lining you up for your true purpose. Every unpaid bill, every stretched thin month is fuel pushing you toward your ultimate destiny. Think of it like this. You're in a spiritual crucible right now. While others coast on autopilot, you're being molded into something extraordinary. That drained bank account? It's not the end. It's a clearing, making space for the tidal wave of abundance ready to flood in once you seize your power. Here's the first key insight to burn into your mind. Your spiritual gifts are laying the tracks for a success so huge, most can't even fathom it. But here's the catch. You've got to push through this grind to claim it. It's like forging steel. The fire's intense, but it's what makes you unbreakable. So next time money stress hits, don't back down. Stand tall and say it. You're not falling behind. You're charging toward a breakthrough that'll shake the earth. Those financial struggles are your proof. You're a chosen one on a fast lane to glory. This is just the opening act, though. Ready to dive deeper into why these battles are your rocket fuel to greatness? Now let's crank it up. Ever felt a shadow tugging at your financial life? Like something bigger's at play? You're not imagining it. The Bible calls out principalities and powers lurking in the spiritual realm, and they're tangled up with your money in ways that'll blow your mind. Get ready, because you're about to step into a reality most never dare to glimpse. Your money troubles aren't just a ledger of dollars and cents. There's a clash of unseen forces shaping your financial reality right under your nose. To the average person, a bank account's just a number to watch, but for you, it's a blazing spiritual battleground. We've laid it out before. The unshakable truth is that everything, money included, pulses with energy. As a chosen one, you're a walking antenna, picking up signals others don't even know exist. That sensitivity is your golden ticket, but it can make wrestling with finances feel like threading a needle in a hurricane. Ever walked into a room and felt the air shift without a word? That's your spiritual sensitivity firing on all cylinders. Now turn that dial to money. It's like turning into a faint broadcast through a wall of static. No wonder the climb feels steep. But here's where the story ignites. Those financial struggles aren't a curse. They're a thunderclap announcing you're tapped into something colossal, far beyond just stacking cash. You're hooked into the spiritual energy that drives the universe. Like Ephesians 6:12 roars, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world." This isn't about balancing a checkbook. It's a full-on spiritual showdown. And those financial challenges, they're shouting you're a force the darkness can't hold back. Science is racing to catch up. Studies show our thoughts and emotions can shift the world around us. Your spiritual sensitivity isn't some vague notion. It's a real, raw power that can rewrite your reality. Here's the second key insight to sear into your soul. Your financial reality is being forged by invisible spiritual forces, and your sensitivity to them is your mightiest weapon. You're not bogged down by money woes. You're armed with the ability to tap the very energy that births wealth. But this is just the spark. The real question is, how do you harness this fire to claim the abundance you're destined for? How do you turn that spiritual sensitivity from a struggle into your ultimate financial edge? Your bank account might be scraping bottom, but your spiritual arsenal is loaded with power waiting to erupt. Are you ready to unleash it? Key insight 2. Financial challenges as gifts and a forge. Close your eyes for a second and feel this. What if everything you've been taught about financial struggles is a cosmic lie? The world screams that an empty wallet means you've crashed and burned. But what if it's really a blazing torch lighting up your untapped spiritual potential? Get ready to ignite, because we're about to rip open the heavens and unveil the electrifying superpowers pulsing in your broke little wallet. Society's been hammering it into you. Success is a glittering mansion, a roaring sports car, a bank account drowning in zeros. But what if true wealth isn't a pile of cash? What if your empathy, your intuition, your sacred gift to see beyond the veil of this material madness are the real treasures, worth more than every dollar ever printed? Here's a soul-shaking revelation. Your sensitivity and empathy, those tender flames that might flicker in the harsh winds of a cutthroat world, are your mightiest spiritual gifts. You don't just feel. You burn with the depth of 1,000 souls. You see people, truly see them, on a plane most can't even touch. That's not just a talent. It's a divine superpower, linking you to the universe's heartbeat in ways money could never dream of reaching. But here's the raw truth. These gifts come with a wild edge. Your sensitivity might yank you from chasing coins to cradling the world's silent wounds. Your empathy might pour your last dime into a stranger's trembling hands. It's like you're a seer, gazing through a mystic lens in a realm blind to the infinite. History whispers this secret through the ages. Souls who glowed with spiritual fire while their pockets stayed cold. Jesus wandered with no bed to call his own, yet his love cracked the world wide open. Socrates lived with scraps, but his wisdom blazed a trail that still lights our minds today. Their lives weren't failures. They were cosmic symphonies of spiritual power. You're part of that sacred choir. Your financial struggles? They're not chains dragging you down. They're the universe's holy hands lifting you towards something monumental. Every barren bank statement, every gut punch of a money setback is a divine sweep, clearing the static so your true spiritual gifts can roar to life. Are you ready to claim the superpowers blazing in that empty account? Here's the third key insight, a thunderclap to wake your soul. Your financial challenges are spiritual gifts cloaked in shadow. Your empathy, sensitivity, your vision piercing the material fog. These are superpowers ready to birth an abundance that'll set the world ablaze. But this is just the spark. The real fire lies ahead. How do you seize these powers and wield them for greatness? How do you transform your spiritual gifts into an unstoppable wave of abundance that doesn't just heal you, but redeems the world? Now breathe deep and step into this awakening. What if your broke days weren't a pit of despair, but a crown of destiny? Sounds insane, right? But what if those money battles are the sacred flames forging you into a spiritual colossus? You're on the brink of a truth that'll shatter every doubt. Why facing financial struggles might be the most radiant gift the universe ever handed you. Listen with your heart, because this could set your spirit soaring. Your financial struggles aren't a curse. They're a raging forge, tempering you into something unbreakable. The universe is the master smith, hammering your hardships into a spiritual titan. Every sleepless night over cash, it's holy fuel, stoking your inner fire. Let's face it. Does a plush, easy ride ever birth a warrior? No way. It's the storms that sculpt strength. Your empty wallet's a sacred crucible, forging a power you've yet to fathom. Every bill piling up, every dream stalled by an empty pocket. It's all part of the cosmic crucible molding you. And you're not alone. The ancients knew this magic. The Buddha shed riches like old skin to touch enlightenment's glow. Jesus declared a camel's got better odds squeezing through a needle than a rich heart finding heaven's gate. They saw it. True spiritual might rises from the ashes of struggle, not the cushions of comfort. Your financial struggles are birthing something eternal within you. Unshakable faith and a resilience that laughs at storms. When you're down to your last breath, leaning on a higher power to carry you through, you're tapping a spiritual current no vault can hold. You're piercing the illusion of this material game, locking souls with a force so vast it humbles the stars. Here's the truth that'll quake your bones. Your current financial chaos isn't a prison. It's a launch pad to an abundance beyond dreams. The universe is peeling away the shallow layers, bearing your radiant spiritual core. You're cocooned in divine light, and when you rise, you'll shine brighter than you ever dared imagine. Are you ready for the fourth key insight, a clarion call to your destiny? Your financial hardships are the ultimate spiritual crucible. They're forging you into a being of towering strength and wisdom. These trials crashing over you now, they're the wind lifting you to a triumph most can't even glimpse. So when your finances dim your spirit, grip this truth tight. You're not sinking, you're ascending. You're not cursed, you're anointed. The universe has marked you for greatness, wielding these challenges to awaken your power. This rocky climb, it's the prelude to a breathtaking odyssey. But awakening your soul is just the first spark. What's next will set your world ablaze. Are you ready to unleash this newborn spiritual strength and turn your financial reality into a miracle? Key Insight 3. Spiritual sensitivity. Unlocking timeless prosperity. Close your eyes for a second and feel it. The weight of your family's money struggles pressing down, a chain you thought was forged forever. But what if I told you to wake up and see the truth? Those gifts pulsing inside you, the ones that make you different, are your blazing torch to burn generational poverty to the ground. What if your spiritual sensitivity isn't just a whisper in your soul, but a roaring superpower ready to unleash wealth that'll set your spirit on fire? Get ready, because you're about to be hit with a revelation so powerful it'll shake your core. You've heard of generational curses, right? Well, generational poverty is the beast lurking in the shadows. It's not just empty bank accounts. It's a suffocating energy, seeping through your family line like a curse you didn't ask for. But here's the electrifying truth. Your spiritual gifts are the divine weapon to smash that beast apart. You're probably shouting inside, "I've tried it all. How can my wild ability to sense energies fill my pockets?" Listen close, because this is where the heavens crack open. Your sensitivity isn't some faint echo. It's a lightning bolt, slicing through the fog to reveal the hidden ties between your family's past and the financial battles you're fighting now. Science is racing to catch up with what you chosen ones have felt in your bones forever. Ever heard of epigenetics? It's the mind-blowing proof that trauma, like your ancestors' money woes, can carve itself into your DNA. Those struggles aren't just ghosts haunting your mind. They're alive in your cells. But here's the spark that'll ignite your soul. If darkness can be passed down, so can light. And that's where your power explodes. Your spiritual sensitivity is a supernova, blasting through your family's money code, rewriting it with abundance that's been simmering beneath the surface, begging you to claim it. Every time you wield your gifts, lifting a stranger's spirit, lighting up the world, you're not just shining, you're forging a new financial destiny for your bloodline. And hold on, because it gets wilder. These struggles tearing at you, they're not your downfall. They're your launch pad to abundance so massive it'll make your heart race. The universe didn't pick you by chance. It crowned you the warrior to turn this tide. Every financial hit you take is charging your spiritual strength, priming you to wield the colossal wealth roaring toward you. Here's the fifth key insight that'll set your soul ablaze. Your spiritual gifts are the sacred fire unlocking generational wealth. That sensitivity, the one that once tangled your money path, is now your golden bridge to financial freedom. You're not cursed, you're chosen, anointed to snap those chains and ignite a legacy of abundance that'll blaze through the ages. But this is just the spark. The universe is brewing a cosmic storm for you. Are you ready to unleash your financial freedom and watch it thunder across not just your family, but the entire world? Now, have you ever felt that jolt watching spiritual giants who seem to summon money with a flick of their soul? That's no trick. It's a power burning inside you, waiting to erupt. Your spiritual sensitivity isn't just a gentle hum. It's the key to a treasure vault so vast, it'll make your spirit soar. Brace yourself, because you're about to discover how those untamed gifts are ready to flood your life with riches that'll shake the earth. They've tried to chain you with lies, whispering that spirituality and wealth can't dance together, haven't they? Wrong. That's the trap they set to dim your light. The truth is a wildfire. Your spiritual gifts are a secret superpower, blazing a trail to wealth that'll leave you breathless. That razor-sharp awareness you carry, it's not a burden. It's your fiercest financial weapon. Picture this. While the world stumbles blind, you're catching glints of opportunity that dazzle like stars. Your intuition is a flaming arrow, piercing straight to victory. And that empathy you thought dragged you down, it's your rocket fuel, unlocking the deepest desires of hearts around you. Here's where the ground quakes. Your spiritual gifts don't just stack cash. They birth wealth that lasts, wealth that sings to your soul. When you dive into your sacred wisdom, you're not just counting coins. You're crafting a life that sets your spirit free. Doubt it? Look at the titans. Steve Jobs wielded Zen like a sword to reshape the world. Henry Ford fueled his empire with spiritual fire. These aren't flukes. They're proof that spiritual sensitivity and material abundance are twin flames. Here's the secret that'll sear your soul. Your spiritual gifts are a molten forge, turning every touch into gold. Not shallow riches, but the kind that lifts your spirit and heals the planet. You're not here to scrape by. You're here to rewrite wealth's very soul. Are you ready for the sixth key insight that'll torch your limits? Your spiritual sensitivity is the universe's mightiest money-making force. It's not about begging for wealth. It's about commanding it from the void. You've got the power to manifest abundance that'll rattle your bones. But listen, because this is your call. With this power comes a mission. The wealth you're about to summon isn't just yours. It's for stitching the world back together, for raising the fallen, for sparking a revolution. You're not just getting rich. You're rising as a force of light in the universe. So when they sneer that spirituality kills wealth, laugh loud. You hold the truth. Your sensitivity, intuition, empathy. These are your superpowers, and they're about to detonate an abundance that'll rewrite everything. But this is just the dawn breaking. The next wave will shatter your world. Are you ready to seize the final secrets and turn your spiritual gifts into a torrent of unlimited wealth? Key Insight 4. Financial struggles as a journey to abundance. Hold your breath, because this truth is about to set your soul ablaze. Your financial hardships aren't chains dragging you down. They're the sacred flames of a hero's odyssey. You know those timeless sagas where a lone warrior rises from the ashes of despair to claim their destiny? That's you, right here, right now, in the heart of your own epic. You're not crumbling under the weight of failure. You're being ignited, tempered, and summoned to a greatness that'll echo through the ages. Close your eyes and see it. Every mythic hero earned their power through a crucible of trials, not a cradle of ease. Your money struggles? They're the holy ground where your spirit is being forged into something unstoppable. And here's the divine spark that'll sear your heart awake. Jesus himself proclaimed, "It is easier for a camel to thread the eye of a needle than for the rich to enter God's kingdom." Why? Because struggle is your alchemist. It transmutes doubt into unshakable faith, fear into radiant courage, and emptiness into a vessel for the infinite. Those financial storms raging around you, they're not here to drown you. They're a celestial trumpet roaring your name, calling you to rise. Maybe you're whispering to yourself, "I've been lost in this darkness too long. Am I forsaken?" Oh, that's the universe's masterful test, daring you to stand tall when the shadows loom largest. Think of a phoenix. Only through the blaze does it soar anew. Your struggles are that sacred fire, burning away the ordinary to reveal the divine power pulsing within you. Look to the ancients, Moses, adrift in the desert's embrace for 40 years. Buddha, casting off palaces to cradle enlightenment. Those weren't defeats. They were the heartbeat of their ascension. Here's the seventh key insight that'll shatter every limit you've known. Your financial struggles aren't a detour. They're the anointed path to your throne. Every bill piling up, every dream deferred by an empty wallet, it's all a cosmic chisel carving you into a spiritual colossus, destined to wield abundance that shakes the heavens. But this isn't for the faint-hearted. It demands you fling open your soul and see your trials as holy gifts. Are you ready to gaze into that barren bank account and behold the blazing mark of your chosen legacy? Because when you do, the floodgates of transformation burst wide. The abundance you've ached for isn't a distant dream. It's your sacred birthright, roaring to life. Now brace yourself for a revelation that'll jolt your spirit awake. Have you ever marveled at those radiant beings who cradle both inner peace and overflowing wealth, while others claw through life, gasping for breath? It's a mystery that's haunted seekers forever. But today, you're tearing its veil apart. Here's the raw truth. Spirituality isn't a ticket to riches for rags. It's a wild, untamed dance of the soul. Some recoil from money, branding it a shadow without seeing its light. Others stretch their arms to the cosmos, trusting it yearns to shower them with prosperity. It's not some ethereal spell, it's the fire of belief forging their reality. But peel back the layers. Your roots, your rhythms, even the alchemy of your mind weave into this tapestry. Science whispers a secret. Those who leap boldly and shine with hope summon wealth like moths to a flame. It's not just rosy thoughts, it's a soul ablaze, rewriting its stars. And here's the thunderclap that'll quake your core. What if your financial struggles are the universe's love song, crafting you for wealth that blinds the sun? Every tear shed, every door slammed shut by lack, it's a divine forge stoking your spiritual might. You might cry, "This battle's been too long." That's the cosmos daring you to rise higher. The fiercer the tempest, the vaster the treasure awaiting you. Here's the soul-shaking truth. Your current financial scars, they're a radiant disguise, cloaking the torrent of abundance poised to flood your life. The universe crowned you for this quest because you're a rare flame. Your gifts are the embers the world craves to ignite. Are you ready for the 11th key insight that'll rewrite your eternity? Here it is. True spiritual prosperity isn't the coins you clutch today. It's the boundless power to birth and cradle wealth that defies imagination. Your struggles aren't a lash, they're your wings, lifting you toward an abundance that humbles the stars. But hear this, because it's the pulse of it all. Unveiling this truth is your awakening's dawn. The real fire burns in this question. How will you seize this sacred knowing to reshape your financial universe? That abundance you've wept for isn't a whisper. It's your divine inheritance, thundering for you to claim it by embracing the wild, holy journey you're already blazing through. Key Insight 5. Mindset and Universal Signals. Shaping Wealth. What if the secret to shattering your financial chains isn't out there, but locked inside your soul? Brace yourself, because your mind isn't just a quiet thinker. It's a blazing force, a cosmic magnet pulling wealth or lack straight into your life. Are you ready to ignite the dormant power of your thoughts and claim the financial destiny screaming your name? Here's a revelation to jolt your spirit awake. Your thoughts and beliefs aren't whispers in the dark. They're thunderbolts forging your reality, especially your money story. Flood your mindset with abundance and unshakable positivity, and watch your connection to prosperity catch fire. Your life's a sacred mirror. Every dollar, every struggle reflects the deepest truths you've buried within. Feel that spark? It's your soul gasping at the possibility. But here's the raw truth. Those old money beliefs clinging to you like shadows, they're not easy to burn away. They've haunted you for years, maybe since your first breath, chaining your spirit to a cage of scarcity. Don't despair. I'm handing you the torch to set yourself free. Spiritual practices are your divine arsenal, ready to blast through your financial reality. Meditation isn't just calm, it's a war cry. Visualization isn't a daydream, it's a battle plan. Affirmations? They're your soul's roar, reprogramming your mind to thunder with power. Shift those thoughts, and you'll unleash a tidal wave of energy into the universe. And here's the electric part. The universe doesn't just hear you, it trembles and delivers. Science is stumbling into the sacred wisdom mystics have held for centuries. Studies scream it loud. Your mindset can bend your financial fate. Those with a fearless, abundant money mindset, they dance with risk, seize destiny's gifts, and stack wealth like warriors of light. This isn't flimsy optimism. It's your spirit aligning with the pulsing energy of abundance. Are you ready to fuse your inner fire with the riches waiting outside? It's closer than you dare believe, but it demands your soul's full surrender. Hunt down those crippling lies. I'm broke forever. Money's a devil. And torch them with truths that blaze. Every time you do, you silence the cries of lack echoing to the cosmos. Here's the 8th key insight to electrify your existence. Your inner world is the holy blueprint for your outer wealth. Transform your thoughts and beliefs about money, and you'll rebirth your financial reality from ashes to gold. This isn't a tweak, it's your spirit's resurrection. Hold your breath, because this is seismic. God aches for your abundance. Feel the weight of Jesus' promise in John 10:10. I have come that they may have life and have it to the full. Your financial storms, they're not curses, they're divine sparks, calling you to rise into the radiant life you were born for. Rewriting your inner flame is the first leap on a journey that'll set your soul ablaze. Are you ready to turn that sacred glow into wealth that shakes the earth? Now brace for this. What if the universe is singing a secret hymn of limitless riches, crafted just for you? Too wild to grasp? No, it's the pulsing truth. The universe is alive, showering you with messages of abundance, if you dare to listen with your spirit wide open. Ever felt a shiver when 11:11 flickers on the clock, or a jolt when a thought summons a call from nowhere? Those aren't glitches. They're the universe's holy whispers, guiding you to a destiny drenched in abundance. Most drown them out, scoffing at the magic, blind to the miracles begging to unfold. Don't let your soul sleep through this. Your spiritual sensitivity is a celestial gift, a lantern lighting up these divine signals. What if you could hear their song? Every wound becomes a warrior's scar, pushing you toward greatness. That lost chance? It's the universe steering you to your sacred calling. That gut punch, Bill? It's forging you for the wealth about to crash in. Picture this. A woman found feathers trailing her path, sidewalks, doorsteps, her very breath. She didn't turn away. She felt the call, birthed a vision of freedom. And within a year, her dream erupted into abundance that drowned her fears. Or a man, chased by ocean dreams, his soul restless. He didn't run. He plunged into a seaside gamble. Now his empire ripples across shores, all because he answered the universe's cry. Your spiritual gifts aren't trinkets. They're weapons to carve out tangible wealth. Tune into those signs and the world lights up with chances brighter than the sun. You're holding a sacred compass while others grope in the void. Are you ready for the 9th key insight to quake your core? Here it is. The universe is chanting an abundance code, written in your name alone. Your financial struggles. They're the rhythm of that song, tempering you for the tidal wave of wealth crashing your way. But hearing it isn't enough. The burning question is, how do you seize this divine fire and turn it into cold, hard cash? Your moments from unlocking how to wield your soul's gift, reading the universe's signals to birth a life of abundance that'll rattle your bones. This isn't just about clues. It's your spirit claiming its throne. The universe crowned you for this quest. Your money woes? A fleeting veil before the glory ready to explode. Are you ready to rise and take it? Key Insight 6. Spiritual energy. Activating financial transformation. Close your eyes and feel the pulse of this truth vibrating through you. Quantum physics has ripped the veil off a secret so wild it'll set your soul ablaze. Everything is energy. Your thoughts, your money, the air you breathe, it's all alive, humming with power. And here's the revelation that'll stop you in your tracks. You're not just a bystander. You're a creator, gifted with the ability to seize this energy and sculpt a life that radiates abundance. Deep inside, you've been harboring a superpower, a blazing force the universe handed you at birth. But here's the heartbreak. Most people sense this fire and let it flicker out, like they're holding a key to paradise but too afraid to turn the lock. You're different, aren't you? Your spiritual gifts have been whispering to you, stirring your spirit, forging you in the shadows for this sacred moment. Let me take you there. When you pour your heart and soul into a vision, you're not just thinking. You're unleashing torrents of energy that crash against the cosmos. And the universe? It roars back with a thunderous, yes. like a divine echo igniting your deepest desires. This isn't some far-off dream. Science is shouting it from the rooftops. Studies reveal that those who dare to see their destiny in vivid color don't just hope, they conquer. Your mind is a sacred forge, melting the line between imagination and reality. Dare to envision yourself drowning in wealth, and your spirit will blaze a trail to make it yours. But here's where your heart will race. Your spiritual sensitivity isn't a burden. It's your holy advantage. You're not just dreaming. You're dancing with the primal energy that births worlds. It's as if the universe slipped you the master code to its vault of abundance. Are you ready for the 10th key insight that'll shatter every doubt you've ever held? Here it is. Your spiritual energy is the fiercest force for financial transformation the cosmos has ever known. You're not chasing wealth, you're summoning it from the void, a creator in a divine symphony. But listen, because this truth will pierce your core. Those financial struggles tearing at your soul, they're not chains, they're your crucible. The universe is refining you, tempering your spirit, molding you to wield the staggering wealth it's aching to pour into your hands. Every tear, every empty pocket is fuel for the fire within, building you for a leap into abundance so vast it'll steal your breath. So, when your bank account stares back like a hollow echo, lift your head high and declare, you're not broken. You're being reborn for the financial awakening of your lifetime. Your spiritual gifts aren't weights, they're wings, poised to soar you into riches that defy your wildest dreams. Now feel the ground shift beneath you, because the hour of your awakening has struck. What if I told you there's a sacred flame inside? A spark that could erupt into a flood of wealth so overwhelming it'd rewrite your story. Brace yourself. This is your moment to strike that flame and unleash the abundance of superpower buried in your soul. Hold tight, because this truth is so radiant it could light up the darkest corners of the world before it fades. There's a divine gift within you, a spiritual money superpower pulsing, yearning to break free. It's like the universe handed you a chalice of infinite miracles, overflowing with abundance beyond measure. Too sacred to believe? Open your heart. You're about to taste what's possible. But here's the raw truth. Igniting this flame isn't for the faint-hearted. It's like riding a tempest. It demands your courage, your sweat, your unshakable will. Too many crumble at the first gust, whispering, "It's too hard," and retreat into the shadows. But that's the universe's holy test, those struggles clawing at you. They're the clarion call of your destiny, proof you're anointed for greatness. So how do you claim this power? It's all energy, beloved. Align your spirit with the song of abundance. Shut out the noise and see yourself bathed in riches. Feel the warmth on your skin. Hear the symphony of freedom. Let it flood your being. This isn't mere fantasy. You're weaving a prayer that shakes the heavens. Then root yourself in gratitude. Even if your hands are empty, lift your eyes to one glimmer of grace. That shift is alchemy, turning ashes into gold. Know this, what you cherish blooms. It's like scattering sacred seeds across a boundless Eden. And now, the crescendo. Speak life into your soul with affirmations. Proclaim, "I am a beacon for wealth," or "Abundance surges to me like a tidal wave." It might tremble on your lips at first, but you're rewriting the script of your spirit for triumph. Hungry for proof? Look to the giants, Steve Jobs, Thomas Jefferson. They grasped these holy tools and rose from dust to empires. They didn't stumble into glory. They claimed their divine birthright. Are you ready for the 12th key insight that'll set your spirit ablaze? Here it is. Your financial struggles are the sacred rite awakening your abundant superpower. Every wound is a torch lighting your path. The universe isn't crushing you. It's crowning you for wealth that echoes through eternity. So stand tall and ask, are you ready to embrace this calling? Will you wield this radiant abundance to heal the world? Key Insight 7. Redefining true wealth. What if the digits in your bank account are just a shadow of the truth, whispering a lie to your soul? Buckle up, because real wealth isn't chained to dollars and cents. It's a fire waiting to blaze through your life. This isn't just a wake-up call. It's a thunderclap to shatter your old beliefs. Are you ready to claim a divine currency so radiant it makes billionaires look like they're begging in the dust? Listen up. This truth is a wildfire, so potent it could vanish from the screen before you blink. The universe isn't playing small. It's weaving a tapestry of wealth that the world's money chasers can't even dream of touching. While they claw at stacks of cash, you're about to dive into an ocean of abundance that surges beyond their wildest vision. Stop and feel this. What's a mountain of money worth if your spirit's starving in the shadows? True prosperity is a heartbeat. It's the electric pulse of your experiences, the unshakable bonds you forge, and the tidal wave of impact you unleash on this earth. That's the treasure that ignites the divine scoreboard. And here's the soul-shaking twist. Those financial storms tearing at your life, they're not here to break you. They're blazing proof you're a spiritual titan. The universe is torching the meaningless distractions, burning them to ash so you can rise and see what's eternal. Every empty bank account isn't a void. It's a sacred clearing, a cosmic stage set for riches that money can't measure. The mystics of ages past felt this in their bones. Buddhism chants that true wealth is the peace that hums within. Christianity roars of heavenly vaults, untouchable by time or decay. These aren't just words to nod at. They're a battle cry for the abundance buried in your spirit. I see that flicker in your eyes. Peace is beautiful, but it won't pay my bills. You're onto something. And that's why you're about to unlock the bridge between the ethereal and the everyday. Here's the secret that'll set you free. See money as a living energy, a current pulsing through your veins, not just lifeless paper. When you align your every step with the call of your higher purpose, you ignite a torrent of abundance that drowns out the need for coins. Brace yourself for the soul-stirring 13th key insight. Your true net worth isn't in some cold vault. It's alive in the love you pour out, the wisdom you wield, and the unstoppable good you spark. That's the gold that rules the divine realm. And here's the breathtaking part. You're already a millionaire of the spirit, dripping with wealth you haven't even dared to claim. Don't twist this. This isn't about running from money. It's about rewriting the rules of the game. Pour your heart into lifting others. Dance to the rhythm of your purpose, and the universe will hurl blessings at you like it's got no choice. So when your finances feel like a gut punch, scream this to the heavens. You're not broke. You're in a spiritual crucible, forged by fire. Every scar is a chance to swell your divine worth. The universe isn't crushing you. It's sculpting you for an abundance so colossal it'll leave the world gasping. How do you grab this spiritual gold and turn it into something you can hold? You're seconds away from discovering how to fuse your spiritual abundance with tangible triumph. And it all starts with seizing the truest wealth that's been blazing in your core since the dawn of you. Key Insight 8. Balancing spiritual purpose and material action. Feel that storm raging inside you. You're caught in a cosmic dance, torn between the soul's yearning for something eternal and the relentless drumbeat of the material world. Money, survival, the grind. Maybe you've trembled at the thought that chasing wealth could snuff out the sacred flame within you, leaving your spirit adrift in shadows. But what if I told you that this inner wildfire isn't a curse? It's the spark of your divine awakening. Hold tight, because I'm about to ignite the truth you've been craving, the secret that's been pulsing beneath your skin all along. Your spiritual gifts aren't just whispers of peace or fleeting bursts of light. They're a roaring furnace of power, ready to forge a destiny dripping with massive wealth. Picture this, your intuition blazing like a lighthouse, cutting through the fog to reveal million-dollar breakthroughs. Your empathy? A tidal wave of connection, crashing through barriers to build empires of loyalty that others can only fantasize about. Here's the soul-shaking revelation. The universe isn't dangling prosperity just out of reach. It's thrusting it into your hands, screaming your name. Those financial struggles that have clawed at your heart, they're not chains to drag you down. They're the chisel of a divine sculptor, carving you into a vessel for abundance so vast, it'll steal your breath. Every tear shed over an empty bank account, every night of doubt, has been a sacred initiation, pumping iron into your spiritual veins for the tidal wave of riches on its way. Look at luminaries like Deepak Chopra, masters who've woven the threads of spirit and success into a tapestry of brilliance. They're not traitors to their soul, they're warriors of their purpose. And you, my friend, are standing on the edge of that same radiant legacy. So how do you leap into this fire? First, seize your spiritual gifts like a sword forged in starlight. They're your ultimate weapons in this material battlefield. If intuition courses through you, let it roar, sniffing out golden opportunities like a hunter in the wild. If empathy is your heartbeat, unleash it to craft miracles. Products, dreams, movements that don't just profit, but heal the world. These divine powers aren't quirks. They're your electrifying edge, a force the material realm can't resist. Then shatter the old lies about money. Stop seeing it as a thief in the night. Embrace it as a blazing torch to illuminate the darkness. The more abundance you summon, the louder your light echoes across the cosmos. Craving wealth isn't a sin. It's your holy calling, a mission etched in the stars. Now, brace yourself for the 14th key insight, a thunderbolt that'll split your world wide open. True prosperity explodes when your spiritual purpose locks into a fierce embrace with your material actions. When you align with the universe's cosmic script, written just for you, abundance doesn't creep in. It storms the gates, unstoppable and wild. But here's the sacred whisper you need to hear. This alignment isn't the finish line, it's the launch pad. Master this dance, and you'll soar into realms of abundance that defy human dreams, a supernova of wealth and meaning. You're not just here to get rich, you're here to blaze as a cosmic force for good, shaking the foundations of the universe. So, are you ready to rise? To claim the untamed power within you and become the spiritual and financial titan you were born to unleash? Let's pause and breathe in the wildfire of truth we've uncovered together. Your financial struggles? They're not shackles. They're a blazing sign of your spiritual strength, proof you're wired to wield the universe's deepest energies. Those challenges you've faced aren't punishments. They're sacred gifts and a divine forge, sculpting you into a powerhouse of unshakable resilience. Your spiritual sensitivity? It's no fleeting whisper. It's the key to timeless prosperity, unlocking riches that echo through generations and turn dreams into gold. Every hardship you've endured is your hero's journey, a cosmic gym prepping you for abundance so vast it defies the stars. Your mind and the universe's secret signals? They're twin flames, shaping wealth with every thought and divine nudge you dare to heed. Your spiritual energy? It's a supernova, igniting transformation that births wealth from thin air. True wealth? It's not coins in a vault. It's love, wisdom, and impact, a divine currency you already hold in infinite measure. And the ultimate spark? Prosperity roars when your soul's purpose fuses with bold action, aligning you with a universe that's been cheering for your rise all along. 8 keys, 1 truth. You're not just surviving. You're destined to soar. Now let's step into the finale of this epic awakening. Are you ready? Step back and feel the ground tremble beneath you. This isn't just the close of a chapter. It's the thunderous birth of your boundless ascent. Those 8 keys we've forged in the crucible of truth. They've shattered the veil, unveiling a revelation so fierce it could set the heavens ablaze. Your spiritual gifts are the divine flame to unlock wealth that roars beyond the edges of your boldest visions. Now is the hour to embrace this untamed spiritual financial quest and claim the power that's been surging through your veins all along. Sense it. Every pulse of wisdom, every ember of this journey is a living force within you, clawing to erupt. Your intuition. It's a starry beacon, piercing the dark to illuminate paths of untold riches. Your empathy. A sacred forge, melding hearts into abundance that echoes through time. Your tie to the universe. An unstoppable river, poised to drown your world in wonders. But here's the heart-stopping twist. This inferno of insight won't ignite itself. You must hurl yourself into the blaze. Are you ready to grasp your birthright? To wield those spiritual superpowers and carve a tide of wealth that doesn't just transform you but reshapes the world? The universe isn't idly gazing. It's on its knees, pleading for your next move. This is your crucible. Don't let it cool to ash. Before you charge into the fray, cast your voice into the cosmos. Share below. Which of your holy gifts will you summon to birth abundance? Never forget, you're not a lone spark. We're bound as one, a radiant constellation of prosperity, each soul a flare in the night. The clock is ticking. Unfurl your wings, claim the infinite, and let the universe bow to the titan you've unleashed.